It's warming up. We are live. We are live. Come on, let's see the jazz hands. Trey, look, Trey's doing jazz hands. There he goes. Son's doing jazz hands. There you go. Son is coming to us live from Minden, Nevada, not New Jersey. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there is a Minden, New Jersey. I know there's a Linden, but not a Minden. So there he goes, live from Minden, son of Franklin Armory. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me on.
Oh, you're absolutely welcome. Thanks for coming. And then also joining us, this handsome devil right here, Trey of Aries Firearms Training in Leesburg, Florida.
What's
chilling
up?
by the aquarium. We're soon to be joined. I can see DJ right now is chomping at the bit. He's going to come in here in a second.
He's eating dinner. He'll be in here in a little bit.
Yeah, and steal the limelight from us. So we are live. I hope you guys have your big girl panties on tonight. It's Wednesday. It's a Wednesday. And it is episode 244 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. As I said, our special guest, and you'll see it in the title, is son of Franklin and Osprey. You know, that's how we got to do it. I can't get too specific with the YouTubes because then they try to shut us down and give us all kinds of problems. But son, welcome to the show, my friend.
Thanks.
All right, so we're gonna talk to son, and we'll talk about Franklin Armory. We'll talk about Osprey Defense, which is like a new something you guys acquired. What, like 6 months ago?
Yeah, it's about 6 months ago we acquired Osprey Defense.
All right, very cool. And I've got something from Osprey in here that I'm gonna open.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna open on this show. This is pretty cool what's in here, and we're gonna open it. I'm guessing son has one of those over there in Nevada. We'll open this. So first here, let me go through. Let me shout out everyone who's in the chat, because I know yesterday I did not shout out the people in the chat. So, you know, mea culpa on that one for not shouting out people. We got right into the conversation. So I'll try to do it now while we're here. And please don't forget to hit the thumbs ups, folks. Okay, we need the thumbs ups. Take the thumbs out of wherever you have them in dark places. I don't, you know, where the thumbs might go sometimes. Yes, there you go. You see the guys showing the thumbs right there. You know, Trey showing the thumbs. Take those thumbs, hit them. You know, like a lot of people want to do now in America, vote often for the show. You know, you should not really be able to do it when it comes to voting, but here on the show, you can do it often. So thumbs ups, share, all that kind of stuff. We appreciate it. Let me go through this really quick, guys. Okay, E-Rock is here. Imposter's here. Special K, DCG 44s, Ridge Runner. I see Michael Bender, Richard Hughes. Shout out to Richard Hughes. I think he's like, I don't know, 12 subscribers away from that magical 1,000 subscriber mark. So just go subscribe to Richard Hughes so I don't have to hear him, like, you know, complaining to me about he didn't get to the 1,000 mark yet. Help a brother out and subscribe to him. Let's see who else we have. Christopher Williams. We've got Tango Hunter is in as well. He says, I demand a recount for the top 3 gun movies, Hank. And he says, hashtag Den of Thieves. If you want to know what that's all about, on Friday, excuse me, on Friday, we're actually going to have a movie night here. So for the entire 2 hours, other than whatever's going on Friday, we are going to talk about a movie. And I think we did this on Monday. We all voted on the movie Heat. Have you guys seen the movie Heat, son?
Of course.
Oh, okay. Okay, Trey has seen it. Son, you've never seen the movie?
I watched it like 3 nights ago again. I have it on the booted. It's awesome.
Uh-oh. If you want to, I don't know what you're doing on Friday. You can come by.
Okay, I'll do that.
You can come by and do it. Son, you have never seen the movie Heat.
I have never seen the movie Heat.
How old are you?
Oh, man. Okay. So, son, you're going to have to watch that movie. And I don't know what you're doing on Friday. You can stop by, but at least watch the movie or watch our live episode and you can learn about it. And that's what we're going to do on Friday. So everyone has to watch this movie. Then on Friday, when you join us, we'll be here. We'll be talking about it. I think Babyface is going to be there. Walter is going to be there. Trey may join us if he doesn't have stuff going on. And we'll be here. We'll talk about everything in the movie, all the guns and all that kind of stuff. So I think it'll be fun. just something new I'm trying out here on the show. So let's see who else we've got in here. We've got Corey Williams. Shout out to her. Larry Fulton, Chris Bullis, Vanessa Kitty, The Archangel, Lewis 1911 as well. What's up to all those people? I think I said Vanessa Kitty. Vanessa Kitty says, binary show like the band Binary Triggers in Connecticut as of October 1st. You are a felon if you have them enhanced rate of fire devices. Is that, I don't know if we're going to, we'll talk about that a little bit, right, son? Or
Yeah, we can talk about that a little bit.
yeah, okay, cool. Because I'm sure that you guys are aware of places that have things like this going into effect.
Yeah, so we look at, we've been looking into all the new laws, and we actually just posted on our website the states that we are no longer shipping binary triggers to.
Okay, all right, cool. So yeah, we'll discuss that a little bit. We'll get into that. Let's see who else we've got. We've got SoCal Gunner in here. He says, what's up, my strange familia? And let's see who else we've got. We've got Gregory Bradley. And I'm trying to go through Armament and Axes as well. Let's see. I'm trying to go through this. James Lawson, John Dieter, Christopher Williams, Rabbit 0317 also, and Mika also here. Mika says presente, which I think that translates from the Latin into I am here, yo. That's my belief of what that means. Pixamite 1 also here as well. Let's see who else we got. Who else do we have in here? We've got Richard Portella, Boss Hog, Jay Brennan, Mr. 1 MOA, Tacos and French Fries, Liberty Life, a whole bunch of people coming in. Smash the thumbs ups, people. Come on. Jamon, look, we've got this guy from Franklin Armory. He's our captive guest for 2 hours. We get to ask him whatever we want to about the meaning of life and all that kind of stuff. Any questions? He's going to answer every single question.
Meaning of life 42.
42. Oh, wow. Who knows what movie that's a reference to? Don't say it, son.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, look at Trey. You're a movie guy.
Come on, it's a classic, man. You've never seen Heat before.
Yeah, we got to. I don't know how come Son has never seen Heat, but we're gonna have to take care of that one. CB is here. Rob Avis. Let's see who else we've got. Moobutt. Shout out to Moobutt. Lupe Castillo as well. Heston Kent. Shout out to Heston Kent. He says, "What's up?" So you know how we've been talking about that bicep brace, and the Firearm Blogs had an article. Well, Heston Kent, that's the guy who invented the bicep brace. Have you heard about this, Trey?
No.
Okay, it's how you've got the SB tactical brace, and there's controversy of whether or not you could shoulder it. You can. The ATF says you can, and they say you can't, and then they keep switching their mind around. So Heston actually invented something called the bicep brace, and it braces on, lo and behold, your bicep.
Yeah.
So I got a chance to try this out. He has a video up of it. Maybe he'll put it here in the chat. I don't know whether or not he could do that, but it's also on the Firearm Blog if you look it up. So go check him out. Check out all his stuff going on. If you probably click through his name, you can go to his website, subscribe to him. He's got a video up there of it. I think it's something really cool. And I try to, on my show, expose people, to new inventions and things like that are going on in the Second Amendment community. So shout out to Heston. Let's see who else we've got in here. David Cardinal. I see Julie Johnson's in here. Shout out to her. Psycho 316, Gorillas and Guns as well. DC2 Mega Boost. Let's see who else we've got. 817 LDS, RTS Guy, Screaming Skull Saloons, David Serpa, Gary Frazier, Glock Boy, Ox 69. Lots of cool people. I see Brian Quick in here. And Brian Quick says that bicep brace reminded me of that chin brace that was marketed for about 5 years ago. Not kidding. Someone came out with a brace for AR pistols that had a chin rest. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think it went very well.
Yeah. At Diesel Vision also in here. Shout out to them. Care Bear on the Holiday Road as well. I see this, Care Bear on the Holiday Road wants to know, can you shoulder a bicep brace? Good question.
That is a great question.
Yeah. So maybe we'll get one of these days, we'll get Heston to actually come on the show. But I believe that he's going to send us one of those things so that we can test it out and put it through the paces and all that kind of stuff. I see Gorillas and Guns in here. So shout out to everyone. If I missed anyone, let me know. Heston, I see him. He says, do not shoulder, and this is all caps, guys, for emphasis. Do not shoulder the bicep brace. Good Lord. So there you go. That's the answer. If you want to know. Bricks is in here. Flopping Garbage. Randy Peacock. Shout out to everyone. Okay, let's move on. All right, son, what's going on, man? What time is it in Nevada?
4 o'clock. About quitting time.
Oh, okay. No, you're doing overtime today, man. So, by the way, I've been out to Minden, Nevada, where Franklin Armory is. So after I finished the Convoy Across America, the whole Barnauls trip that I did, that's one of the places I stopped. I really like that place. Beautiful place, man.
Thanks. I like it. It's really nice out here.
Yeah. So I guess I came there from California, and you get out the mountains of California, and boom, you're in free territory.
Yeah.
So
I don't wish the mountains were part of Nevada, but
yeah,
maybe we can work out a deal with trading.
Or maybe you could just take over California.
Or we could do that.
Yeah, just roll some tanks in there. They're Californians. They're a lot like the French. They'll just give up.
Airdrop straws.
Yeah, exactly. Just if you just bomb them with straws, man, I don't think they'll know what to do. So there you go. Flopping Garbage says, I missed him under 2 names. I don't. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Flopping Garbage, shout out to you. I'm pretty sure I said that, but shout out anyway. Jerry Woodman as well. See a whole bunch of people coming in. David Reed as well. Shout out to David Reed. He says he must be shadow banned, but I could see it. The chat is actually going up real quick. So I hope you guys who are watching right now hit the thumbs ups. We've got Franklin Armory here. We're going to ask a whole bunch of questions. We're going to get into it. Oh, the tactical fish tank. Yes. If Trey, do you have any questions before we get started, or should we just get Son to explain to the uninitiated what Franklin Armory is? Maybe we should start there. How about that?
Yeah, let's start there.
Yeah. All right, Son. There you go. You're on the spot.
All right. So what Franklin Armory does is we actually started off making ARs for California. So that was the market niche that we got into because it was really hard for manufacturers to get ARs into California. So we had to manufacture them in California to get them into California.
Okay. So you were making the California compliant.
Yeah, with the bullet button.
Okay, with the bullet button. Okay, what's the current laws for ARs in California?
So they've kind of gone a little crazy.
No.
A little bit.
But right now you can't have the bullet button anymore. You have to, if you do, you have to register it as an assault weapon. So we actually have these DFM magazines now that we use, which stands for drop and fix mag. So you actually insert them through the top of the AR, and it creates a fixed magazine. Okay.
So you guys are still making stuff for California?
Yep. So every model that we make, we do send to California. We don't send the binary trigger to California, though.
Okay, understood. You're going to ask a question, Trey?
So it's like an SKS then, basically.
Yeah, well, yeah, like the SKS. But the SKS, you can actually have a detachable magazine because it doesn't have a grip, pistol grip. Or if you can't have a pistol grip or a muzzle device, pretty much.
Yeah, the pistol grip is kind of like on, not the pistol grip because it isn't. The stock on the SKS is kind of one of those thumb hole things, right?
Yeah, it's a Monte Carlo style. No, that's a Monte Carlo style stock.
Okay, Monte Carlo. What is that? What is the Monte Carlo style mean?
Magazine, depending on the size, and you push in a stripper clip from the top down, and then that goes out, and then you're able to shoot. So I was wondering if his configuration was similar to like that.
No, so you can actually have our configuration with the DFM. All it is a is a magazine, and what it does is let's see if I got. I don't have an AR around here. I got this AR.
There you go.
What? Here we go. Gorna ready.
This is our militia model. But if it's for the California model, it actually accepts the DFM magazine. And the DFM magazine would actually fit through the top of the receiver this way. And it has two little tabs that hold it in place.
Okay.
So you can't essentially pull it out of the bottom when the action's closed.
Okay. You don't actually have one of those there, right?
Put one on at a time, push it straight down, or you have to take the whole upper off.
So you have to actually, the California law says you have to break the action in order to reload. So you have to disassemble the action before you can actually reload the firearm. So
like a PMag in it. That has to be your special mag.
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you guys have a way? Do you guys have a way to make that faster, to pop it open, or how does that?
So there's actually a company that makes a side loader, like a stripper clip, but it's by DF. What is it? You have Bear Flag Defense that makes a BF10 that fits through the side, and they just kind of, you're holding it and you just put it in the side and kind of load it up, and it loads all the bullets in real quick. Or you have the Mean Arms one, and that works really well with our system.
Get a belt fed, right?
Yeah.
Wait, is belt fed legal in California?
That's not a magazine.
Oh. Okay, all right, there you go.
That one I don't know about.
Yeah, just go Rambo. We are not lawyers. We're not giving any kind of legal advice.
Do not listen to us.
Yeah, for anyone in California, look up the laws. Okay.
Nobody.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so son, what else? So that's where you guys started. What are you guys making now?
So now we make the binary trigger, which comes in multiple platforms, and we actually started shipping these little guys right here.
Oh,
and these are actually coming
wow.
new.
Yes,
from us, the B&Ts.
Yes, I know. I actually just put up I'm working. You sent me one of these. Actually, I think I picked up one from you.
That one of your videos, Hank?
Yes, I do actually have a video out there of this. Yes, of me shooting this. And you know what? If son, we didn't get a chance to talk off air, so this might be a little embarrassing. Just let me know. Since we're live. Did you come with any swag? I'm just curious. If Franklin Armory has some swag, I might be able to give away some swag from Franklin Armory if people go to Franklin Armory's Instagram channel and look at the video of me there shooting this gun and comment right now. So we're gonna make. Yes, yeah, absolutely. So go there now. I'm just giving you prior warning to that. Go there now. Look at that video over there. Make a funny comment. We'll get Son to go through it, and maybe we'll get you some Franklin Armory swag here in a second. So that's just a little teaser. You can do that right now. I don't know, Son. Did you also put that on your Facebook?
I believe it's on the Facebook as well. We share it on the Facebook.
Yeah, so go to the Facebook as well. I'm sure someone's going to tell me that they don't have Facebook or Instagram, so we'll try to figure out something somewhere here. All right, so you guys just released the B&T trigger, right?
Yep.
All right, very cool. What other triggers do you have out? I've got one right here, by the way.
We got the one for the AR, and we got one for this guy too.
Yes, there you go. HK trigger. We are working.
Does it work on the H&K clones?
Yep. So work for the Atlantics and
So I know, like right now we're testing, and Babyface was talking about this the other day. I don't know if he got in touch with you, but Babyface does some of these things to me. So he does some of the installations. It's a little tricky putting it in some of the clones, right?
Yeah, they're all a little different. They have different components, but they pretty much all go into the same. The HK comes in a little trigger pack, so it's pretty much simple drop in.
Okay, very cool.
Need some filing down and stuff. Take some burrs off from other manufacturers, but yeah, pretty easy to throw in.
Okay, cool. And I think you also have one for the Scorpion, which I have somewhere around here. I'm gonna probably have to get Lola to come find that for me, because I do have the Scorpion around here.
Mine was
Also,
sitting under your desk.
I was looking under my desk. It's not right there.
Yeah, so that's the newest one that we just released, the Scorpion. Probably one of my favorite ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one works great. I actually took it to a shooting event that we did a couple of weeks ago, and I had some people shooting it out there. So Zero, yeah, Opt Out of Gun Control, I think, was shooting it. Did I see Opt Out of Gun Control here in the chat? Maybe we can get his testimony. By the way, shout out, looks like American Gun Chick is in here as well. She says, I got a Franklin Armory binary trigger and love it. Okay, Lola's saying hi to you, son.
I'm waving hi to American Gun Chick.
Hi, Lola.
You're waving.
I said hi to son already.
Okay. Okay, I guess that wave was for American Gun Chick.
And son and Trey and everyone out there. All right.
Yeah, the ladies gotta, I guess the ladies have to stick together or something like that. So there you go. So there goes my CZ Scorpion right there with the Franklin Armory trigger. And of course, it's got the KES from Safety Harbor Firearms, got the tail hook brace on it and some other modificaciones on it. But this is pretty badass. So that's definitely my favorite right now.
Yeah, I really like the Scorpion.
Yeah.
Nice gun.
Yeah. So what else? What else are you making these for?
So we also do the ACR. A lot of people don't buy the ACR, but it looks like they're making a comeback with that gun. I just recently learned they're releasing some new models for that. So.
Oh, they are. Okay, cool. Yeah. I don't have an ACR. So I don't know what the thing was with the ACRs. I guess they just weren't that popular. Trey, have you seen any of those?
Yeah, my friend has one that basically the scar just ran it out, but they're actually pretty nice. You don't see it very often, but I guess they're making a comeback, like you said.
Okay, cool. Christian Gress says, "Love my BFS3," and he says he would like to get one for the CZ. And then I saw a question here where someone was saying, "Is Franklin Armory hiring?" So
yeah, so we are hiring.
Okay, cool.
We actually have an engineer spot open, and I believe another spot open. I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
Check it out on our website.
All right. I'm guessing that they have to start. It starts with they have to live in Nevada, right, or be willing to move.
Yeah, you'd have to be willing to move to Nevada.
There you go. It's a nice place. Real estate prices might getting a little bit high out there.
Yeah, it's going up a little bit here.
Yeah. So Kiaski says, once the law goes into effect with rate increasing devices in Florida, are you able to keep the devices if you're an FFL? That's a good question. I think we are going to talk about that a little bit here. Vanessa Kitty wants to know if you guys are in need of a mathematician. And yeah. Yeah, you might need someone to calculate rate of fire or something. I don't know. And 904 Outdoors says, "What's up?" So
how's it going, 904 Outdoors?
Yeah, and Jim Way Jam wants to know, will you guys be making one for the AK?
So we are looking into the AK. Of course, many of you know that the AK is a tough gun to do stuff with. So. There's not a lot of aftermarket triggers for that gun.
Yeah, because there's so many different things going on. There are some. I don't know if anyone else has done a binary for the AK yet. I don't know. I know that I do have there are some aftermarket triggers for the AK.
They have a bump fire.
Okay, bump fire. Yeah. So you've got that, and I think. There's a couple other things out there, but it's a notoriously difficult thing because AKs are so different, right? There's no standards or mil specs when it comes to AK.
Yeah, there's a huge variant in AKs. So.
Yeah, so that's going to be the tough part of it, and so with that, I'm guessing because you guys do some things kind of cassette style, but not everything.
Yeah, we do the HK, the ACR, the CZ will be a cassette style.
Okay.
I believe it's just the AR and the BNC that we have.
Okay. Christian Gress is asking a question. I guess this is a specific question, but we can ask this of anything that you guys do. On the CZ Scorpion model, how many rounds did you guys do during the testing phase?
Ooh, I don't know. My guess would probably be over 10,000. We shot that thing a lot, brought it to shows.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a lot of rounds out of that. It's easy.
Yeah. Brian Quick says he thinks that TACON was trying to do a binary trigger. I don't know if TACON is in binary triggers. They do have a trigger because I've got one of those triggers in one of my AKs. So, but it doesn't work like a binary. It's just an auto reset trigger that they have to the best of my knowledge. So let's see.
That's all I know of.
Yeah.
I actually bought one of those. Right there. It was a nice trigger.
Yeah. Yeah. And I found, it tends to, I don't think it worked in everything, but the stuff that we put it into, it worked in. So, all right, let's see. Trey, do you have a question out there?
No, I'm just reading the news feed and listening to you guys.
Okay, cool. So other than the triggers, obviously that's a big thing that you guys do, right? Other than the triggers, what else do you guys have?
So what else we do?
Reform.
We do.
Yeah. Go ahead. Should I bring up the reformation? I don't know if it's too early.
So yeah, we are still coming out with the reformation. I got an upper up right here. Engraved.
Is this a reformation? Oh, okay.
You can see it.
Yeah, it's the reformation upper. There you go.
So yeah, we are definitely going in. It's definitely going to come in 3 different colors. So I got the black one here. I got the green one here.
Okay. So just for people who don't know, explain to us one more time what the reformation concept is. I think we saw that at the last SHOT Show, right? Because I know you it was very controversial to say the least at the last SHOT Show when you guys announced that.
So what reformation essentially is a straight lands and grooves barrel, and that's pretty much what we've done to it. And it is a patent pending design because it's the only one that has a center fire cartridge design. They've done it before for shotguns, and they've done it for muzzle loaders before, but we're actually the first ones to do a metallic center fire cartridge in it. So.
Okay. So, and what's the concept here with the reformation? It's not, does it the classification that it falls under, that it's not a firearm, or what's
right now it doesn't fall under, it's not a shotgun, not a rifle. It kind of just falls under firearm.
Okay.
So at that point we can have a shorter barrel at any length we choose, so.
Okay. So Trey, what do you think about this, man? Did you get a chance to take a look at this at SHOT Show?
No, I don't know how I missed that. I'm kind of wondering, maybe I'm not understanding it. What exactly does it do again?
So the barrel is just, so the lands and grooves in the barrel, they usually have a twist to them. So what we did was put straight lands and grooves. So they're just going straight.
Yeah, so it's not rifled. Do you see what I'm saying? So
no, I see it now. I missed that part when we're talking. Okay, that's interesting. So no twist then.
Yeah. So technically,
how do you gauge the coefficiency of the round?
So right now we're getting with the 300 blackout, we are getting about a 4 MOA at 100 yards.
Okay.
So we're getting a 4-inch group at 100 yards. The round does tumble. So that's actually really not that bad with an 11.5-inch barrel. But what we're essentially getting out of the rounds that we're designing, we're getting around a 1 MOA out of our different design.
At 100 yards.
At 100 yards, yeah.
Okay. So let me just see if I understand the concept properly here, right? Because I know this like created a whole thing with people, right? There were people on blogs and boards, losing their mind, people pulling their hair out, got really crazy. So the concept here is this does not fall under the classification of a firearm. Okay, for lots of different reasons. So there's no regulations on barrel length and a bunch of other things, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
essentially, you can have the shorter barrel with a buttstock.
All right, there we go. All right, so you can have a shorter barrel. You can have a buttstock. There's different things you can different things that you can do here. Would the triggers still be an issue?
The trigger wouldn't be an issue. We're actually going to sell it with a binary trigger or without a binary trigger.
Okay. Okay. And
So
go ahead.
I guess my question is, and I'm just curious. So if somebody switches a grooved or a twist up or onto it, then they're illegal. But with the straight grooves, it's not. It's different. Then classified different.
Yeah. So it's classified just as a firearm.
So as long as they don't switch their barrels, they have to leave the original barrel on.
They have to leave the Reformation.
Okay,
Which
that's
we'll
actually a pretty good idea, actually.
Yeah. Richard Hughes says it shoots lawn darts. So I'm sure you hear these kind of things all the time.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of an interesting idea. I'm kind of curious. I've never.
Yeah.
I mean, tank does the same thing, but they have fins in the round when they fire it, or the projectile. It just goes down. They're smoothbore. They have no rifling whatsoever. They just fire the round out. So I mean, I guess it would be kind of interesting. I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah.
Have you taken it out to like 1,000 yards to see what it does, just out of curiosity?
For right now, we're just testing. We're still doing the testing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do you have one there? Do you have one there, son?
I don't have one here.
Okay. Oh, are you guys not showing it right now? What's going on?
I'm going out to a show right now.
Oh, okay. All right. So 904 wants to know, do you have to do a 4473 for it?
Yeah, it's still a firearm, so it's still a complete lower that shoots a gun or a bullet. So definitely still have to do.
Okay, but you don't have to worry about SBR stuff, and there's some other things that.
That's actually a pretty good idea, so I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about interstate travels, things like that when you have an SBR.
Okay. So I know there's people out there that say, whenever people think outside the box here, they come up with things like this. People say, what's the purpose of this? There is no purpose for it. Can you tell us who you guys envision as the customer for this? Who's the prototype that you're looking at that's going to want to do something like this?
So the purpose of this is more about home defense or a self-defense situation. Most people don't engage past 25 yards in a situation. Mm-hmm. So, having a gun that can easily hit a human target at, 100 yards or even at 25 yards, it's perfectly easy. And then you get the short, compact size of the rifle that can, you can engage.
Okay. Have you guys considered putting, and please let us know out there, Trey, if you have questions, if anyone that's watching this has questions, we've got Sun for the whole 2 hours, so we could deep dive here into it. I'll throw out a question. Have you guys considered putting a suppressor on that bad boy? Is that something else? Because I know that Silencer Co. came out with something like that, muzzle loader, suppressor on it. You guys thought about something like that?
Yeah, so we've definitely thought about the suppressor for it. That's still in testing, so I don't have anything to share with anyone yet. But
okay, all right. So yeah, we're touching on stuff there. Trey, what questions do you have about this, or who do you think would be the person that would want to use this, Trey?
I think it's a very interesting concept. I mean, when I was doing. If somebody's traveling over states lines, it definitely make it easier for them to carry a conceal as a protection weapon, self-defense in your vehicle or hotel or whatever. So I definitely think it's interesting because, I mean, besides the regular paperwork for a firearm, you forego the NFA, which is actually hell of a lot better than waiting the several months to get your paperwork back and get everything set up. So it is kind of interesting concept. I'm kind of curious to see what you do out to distance with the different, but I see what you're doing 100 in. That actually makes sense too. So would you stick with the 300 blackout at 220 grain, the 450 or the 468 SOCOM and all the bigger, heavier rounds? Is that kind of the market you're going for? Something big something that's going to hit hard inside the 100-yard range?
Yeah, so we're looking at like larger rounds, and then with our special designs and the special different round designs, we do need a larger caliber to make them. So
Okay. I see. So here we go. So Razor JB says he says don't make too many of these, and he's basically saying that with pistol braces, you know, that are so close to being a stock, it doesn't make sense at all. What do you guys say to that? What's your answer to that?
well, yeah, there are pistol braces, but there are a lot more stocks out there, and you know, the comfort, you know, how comfortable a stock can be. And pistol braces are definitely getting up there, but then again, you're not supposed to shoulder a pistol brace technically still. So
Yeah. Okay. And then I see that Heston Kent, the guy that we were talking about that designed the bicep brace, excuse me, he says, "Eesh, baffle strikes." So what do you guys have to say to the question of baffle strikes?
well, still testing with the suppressor. So
Okay. So, and then Atomic Bull says, "I like the idea of this simply because it gets around the retarded tax stamp BS." You know, I listen, I know that I see a whole bunch of stuff about this. There's a lot of controversy on it. Here's what I always say with this kind of stuff. Why are people so worried about pushing the boundaries? You know, options. The option that works for you does not work for everyone else. And some people want other options. So, you know, I think that if people manufacture things out there that, you know, I definitely tell people you don't have to buy everything that's out there. Buy what works the best for you. But there are people that are looking for some workarounds or some alternatives to issues. Let's put it that way that we have. And I think that the pistol brace itself is not the only alternative. What do you guys say to that?
What do you think about? Well, I mean, how compliant would this be for New York or someplace like that? So now somebody in New York can have an SBR but not be an SBR. I mean, I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know their laws. They're so screwy up there. I can't even keep up with half of them.
Yeah, I think obviously some laws are going to get tested in some places here.
oh yeah, definitely some laws will be tested.
Yeah,
I think it's a cool idea. I think
list.
it's not a bad idea at all. I think it's interesting to kind of see where you guys go with it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious.
And let me just say this. I mean, I know these guys at Franklin Armory. I spent time. That's why I went to visit them. I've known them for some time. I've been testing their stuff and testing other things out there and talking to them as well as other people. I think one of the things you guys have to, that Jay that owns Franklin Armory, he's a dyed-in-the-wool, constitutional, conservative gun guy. Okay. And he's putting a lot of money into developing different things. Some of these things we might not think that it has any kind of use or purpose right now, but there's always a use. There's always a purpose to these things. It depends on the person, and it also depends on the circumstances that the government is constantly throwing at us. And people want to have the flexibility to do some of these things. I know that's just my thing.
Yeah, it definitely gives another option to everyone out there. Like at first, when they thought, you know, smoothbore tanks were ridiculous, U.S. came out and showed everyone else that, hey, it's not really that bad of a concept. And look at the, you know, things we're pushing out of this. So.
Yeah. So Razor JB says, and I'm not just trying to pick on the negative stuff here, but I'm trying to have a real conversation and maybe get some people's questions answered and all that kind of stuff. Razor JB says accuracy should be paramount in all firearms. So
4 MOA at 100 is pretty good. That's not too bad.
And that still meets the military requirements.
Yeah, I think all these things are tools. It depends on what you're using it for and what you need. I know that, so it depends, and also depends where people are coming from. I think we have some people like Razor JB. My understanding of him, he's a very practical guy, former military guy. He looks at everything in a very, very practical way. And I get that. I understand that. I completely 100% respect it. At the same time, I've spoken to lots of people out there that want to have these kind of options available to them, right? For a bunch of different reasons. The biggest one, as you see people saying here in the chat, is that they don't like all the rules that the ATF has. So anything that works around that, you know, it's a good thing. So, okay, I'm going to get to some more questions. We've got DJ in here. DJ, what's up?
I'm good. Good night, Hank.
Good night. How's everything?
Good.
Good. Okay. Awesome. Awesome.
Go get some sleep. Wait. Good night.
Good night. Okay, we got to recognize DJ. We got to make sure, otherwise, you know, he can't go to sleep. He'll be back if you don't recognize him. And then I've also got Morpheus here. He says, think of it like a shotgun. You can't expect it to be as accurate. I look at this as a higher capacity shotgun that shoots a rifle cartridge. You guys are you developing your own cartridge? What's going on there?
So we're actually developing our own style of projectiles, just like the Abram tank. You know, they have all their own style. And
Okay.
so far out of the testing that we've done, we're getting a 1 MOA out of our ammo, out of a 300 blackout. So if you look at standard 300 blackout, that's exceeding what 300 blackout already does. So.
Okay, so are you going to manufacture this ammunition? Is it going to be an open source thing? Can anyone manufacture it? What's going to go on here?
So anyone could come up with their own design and manufacture their own style of ammo for it. We are working with ammo manufacturers to get the ammo out to everyone.
Okay. Okay. And obviously, I'm assuming that there'll be reloading and things like that available, right?
Yeah, there's always going to be reloading, and then I'm pretty sure there's going to be people out there doing their own testing with it and making their own style of projectiles. So.
Yeah. Okay. Lola is telling me we have to allow our brains to think outside of the box. That's how we grow and innovate. You know, so, and then on top of that, this is America. So if you guys want to spend your money and go down this path, you're absolutely welcome to do it. Right?
Oh yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. And I've seen people
done for everyone. So
yeah, absolutely. And I've seen people call lots of things crazy that are the norm today. Just think about that. So let me see. I'm trying to get so Mika wants to know Reformation ammo cost per round. Can you fill us in on that? You guys have estimates?
So we don't have any estimates as of right now.
Oh, okay. You don't. John Dieter says maybe you can airdrop it for the California Resistance. Yeah, technically these guys are the California Resistance, I think, a little bit. Is that fair to say?
Oh yeah, we're still pushing. We're still pushing for California, and we're still shipping every single one of our models to California.
Yeah. So I don't know if Son's going to say this or whether there's reasons he doesn't want to say it. So I'll just say it. These are like California guys. The company is technically in Nevada, right?
Yeah. So we were in California. We moved most of our operations out to Nevada now.
Yeah, and they're right on the edge. They're on the edge, literally and figuratively.
Yeah, I can actually see California from my office.
Oh, okay. You sound like Sarah Palin. Yeah, listen, so I understand where people are coming from with a lot of stuff. So let's see. Trying to get some other so Razor JB says no offense, but practically and realistically this doesn't do anything. Okay, understood. And Rob D wants me to ask why it costs so much. So do we know the cost of the Reformation, or are we talking about the triggers? Let's just have a conversation about both of those. Why don't we have that conversation, son?
Okay. So the cost of the gun, a lot of people think $2,000 for a billet upper and lower and a binary trigger is a lot. That's actually very reasonable. If you don't want the binary trigger, it cuts the cost down. I believe it was like $1,200, and then if you just want the upper, it was around $8,000 or $1,000, somewhere around there. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if for the folks out there that are asking the question on the price, what's your answer to why the price? Is this the cost of materials and manufacturing? How do you guys come up with that formulation for what price you put out there?
So that's the cost of materials, cost of manufacturing. All our materials are American made. So everything we outsource from the metal. We make sure it's all U.S. made, U.S. components. So it does cost a lot to do that, and it's that's pretty much what we offer is a 100% U.S. made gun.
Okay. Does any of the price have to do with the fact that these are things that are just starting to get manufactured? And what I mean by that is, can we look forward in the future to prices maybe coming down on these things as they're manufactured more and there's competition and things like that coming into the space?
So with the billet and the binary trigger, that is actually the same price that we sell our SBR for. So there's no difference between the Reformation versus the SBR. They're the exact same price across the board. But yes, there will be cheaper models out there. We'll come out with forged instead of billet, and that will cut the cost down on the rifle itself. So.
Okay. And then if people don't have that budget, you're saying they could just get the upper and the barrel.
Yeah.
And build it from there, right? So with you sell your upper together with the barrel?
Yeah. So we'll sell a complete upper with the barrel.
And what's the cost on that?
I believe it was around $8,000 to $1,000 on the billet one.
Okay. So if someone really wanted to put one of these together from there, they can do whatever they want to do. Just get a regular lower and whatever components they want to put in there, right?
Yeah. So you can do whatever you want with your lower and have all that. So
yeah. Okay. The Archangel says all NFA laws are illegal accordingly to the Second Amendment. Okay, I understand that. That's not going to stop people from coming to arrest you. I'm not saying it's right. I totally agree with it. Atomic Bull says if it's legal in New York, the commies in control here will make it illegal.
Fact.
That's also true. Watchdog says innovation often requires trying new things that on the surface have no practical application. And SoCal Gunner says this will still be illegal in California. Everything is illegal in California. David Reed goes on to say that laws are for sheeple. I'm just trying to make sure that So an RTS guy says, I have a simple concept. Anything legal for the military should be legal for a private citizen, period. Okay. Yeah. I agree with that. We've got to do things, though, to make that actually reflect in the way that our particular civilization is actually conducted nowadays. Yeah, because it doesn't happen to be conducted that way, unfortunately. So let's see what other questions. So okay, I don't know if we've got I don't know if we've got any other questions and comments and things like that going on here. I'm trying to look through. Vanessa Kitty says bump stocks increase rate of fire. So based on the law or something like that, binary triggers will most likely fall under the law. I'm assuming, because I don't know, there's a bunch of typos in there that makes it kind of difficult to figure that out. So let's talk about the law stuff really quickly going on there. What do you guys have to say on the situation that's going on with all these different laws around the country, including here in Florida?
So there is always laws that states come out with, and then the NRA, of course, is fighting the laws right now in Florida about the regulations, and we're looking at always getting ways around them and just obeying the laws and making sure that we don't put our customers as well in stuff.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. That's a decision that the customer is able to make themselves as the individual. You can make that. I personally think that the laws that are going to go into effect in Florida are unconstitutional. Someone is probably going to have to get arrested to test that. So we'll see. I've talked to lawmakers here in Florida. They say that no one's going to enforce those laws. I don't like the idea of that. If we're not going to enforce laws, then they shouldn't be on the books, right?
Well, not only
So-
that, then maybe they're going to enforce them about 10 years from now.
Yeah, or maybe they'll enforce them selectively. Maybe there'll be reasons why they choose to enforce these laws, right? Maybe the police departments will decide they want to harass someone, or they want to do this thing, or they want to do that thing. So this is the problem that I find with laws, especially when the people who put those laws on the books say that no one's really going to enforce it. So I think that's nonsense. And when it comes to this, did you say earlier that you guys have a list of places that you're not going to be shipping these to?
Yeah, so those are actually on our website.
Okay, hit me with it. By the way, while you're looking that up, Richard Hughes gave us $2. He says, I would have shot the professor if he let me. And we're going to get into that conversation here in a second. Yeah, we totally plan on talking about that basically, and you guys are in Nevada. That's news from Nevada that we will talk about here in a second. So, all right. Do you have that list, son?
Yeah, so right now it looks like there's California, DC, Iowa, New Jersey, New York, Hawaii, Rhode Island, Florida, Connecticut, Washington, and it looks like it was it that we're no longer shipping to.
And I see someone, Kiaskis, is going through that list, says not for civilian sales, California, DC, Iowa, New Jersey, New York, Hawaii, Rhode Island, Florida, Maryland, Connecticut, or Washington for use in pistols in Delaware. Is that true?
Yeah. Yep. So you still use binary trigger in a pistol in Delaware.
Wow, these laws are just it's really crazy. What's going on? Yeah.
All that stuff's ridiculous.
Yeah. Are you guys doing anything to push back against these laws?
Yeah, so we're actually we do work with the NRA. Right now, we're trying to, try to get the Second Amendment as a protected class. As everyone knows that we were kicked off of Shopify. So we always fight back against every laws and everything that we can do. It's usually just all behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So let me just make sure of something here. Screaming Skull Saloon says Iowa ! Is IA Iowa or is it something else? Is IA Indiana? I'm assuming that's Iowa. I could be wrong though.
It should be Iowa.
Okay, so it is Iowa. So what's up with Iowa? What happened? You guys aren't shipping to Iowa. Did Iowa change their laws? Because I missed that.
That one's actually been from the beginning, actually. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's crazy. I didn't know about that. That's a new one to me. So there you go. Yes, it is a problem in Iowa. Okay. So let's see here. All right. So what you were just saying something about you guys push back. Right. When it comes to the laws and all that kind of stuff, you guys are out there doing things to push back on it.
Yeah. So actually, one of the things that we do have in place, it's just for California, but for the DFM, the drop and fix mag, we donate $2 to everyone we sell to the CRPA in California. So.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So if anyone's curious, if you want to know if these guys are out there fighting for the Second Amendment, I think that's the question that we're getting to right now. You are, right? You guys are like out supporters of the Second Amendment, of the Constitution, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. If we weren't, we'd probably be out of a job.
Okay. Razor JB wants to know where you were, son, prior to working with Franklin Armory. What did you do?
So, one, I was a college student.
Okay.
And two, before this, I was, while I was going through college, I was actually working as a gunsmith, working on people's guns. So.
Okay, cool. Give us a little bit of background of the owners of Franklin Armory, or who owns Franklin Armory specifically. What's their background? Where do they come from?
So the president of Franklin Armory is Jay Jacobson, and he grew up in California. and saw that there was a need for a company to bring ARs to California and get them in there. So that's pretty much his background of getting guns into California.
Okay. All right, cool. Let's see. Johnny B says this would be faster if we all went to their website and discussed what we saw. Okay, I don't know what people are seeing on the website. So RTS guy says Franklin Armory, please support gun owners of California. I think you touched on this, but do you want to touch on it again?
Yeah, we support California. If you buy one of our DFMs, it goes to the CRPA, which helps fight laws against California and help do all that for California. So. Okay,
very cool. All right, so do you want to? I don't know if you guys want to switch to news or talk. Do you want to say
California recently lost on something that was against guns? I can't remember.
Yes. Here, I'll pull it up right now and throw it up in the chat because
California basically said that they're too restrictive or some ridiculous thing like that.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to pull that up. Let me see. Where do I have that? I got a bunch of windows open here.
California gun control goes too far.
Yeah. Where the heck?
So they definitely pushed it this last time pretty far. And
there was something that the Supreme Court overturned in Florida, and I'm trying to find it. Actually, okay, hold on. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so here we go. Here, I'll throw it up. This is on the Truth About Guns. I'll hit this real quick. We'll go to some news, and then we'll come back to talking about this. So I just put that in the chat if you guys want to see it. I'll put this in our general chat as well, so everyone in there could take a look at this really quick here. All right, so let me read this headline. Breaking: federal court strikes down California law that bans handgun signs advertising by gun dealers.
Yep.
So back in 2014, 4 California gun dealers sued the woman who was then acknowledged by presidential proclamation as the nation's best-looking attorney general. Okay, I don't know what the hell that means. Over a law that prohibited gun stores from displaying images of guns on their stores or their signs. Now, according to a press release from Cal Guns Foundation, a federal judge has ruled that California's law is a violation of the gun dealer's First Amendment rights. So that's good news. I mean, when some place is trying to tell you have a business, when you have a business, it's a legal business and you can't advertise it, of course, that's a violation of your First Amendment rights, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say on that one, son?
Yeah, I would say, yeah, it is definitely against your amendment rights. But then, we were just kicked off Shopify, so who's protecting us on the internet? So
yeah, that's a whole other thing. You want to tell us what happened with Shopify from your own, in your own words?
Well, they out of the blue kicked off that one company. I forgot what their name was. The guys that make the 3D printed guns.
Okay, yeah.
That was the day before. They just sent us a random. So they kicked those guys off first, and then we're like, uh-oh, what's going on here? And then we got an email from them saying that we're getting kicked off as well.
Okay. So what have you guys done since then?
So we're still on Shopify right now.
Okay.
And they give us till December to move on. So we did pay for a whole year. So we're going to, try to get our money's worth and see what goes on there. And we've definitely been looking at a lot of different e-commerce out there to see what everyone has to offer. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So so you guys are obviously looking for a replacement for them. Are you looking at pro gun companies?
Yeah. So we're not only looking at pro gun companies, we're looking at server companies as well that are also pro gun. So we're going all the way down to the nitty gritty to make sure everyone's pro gun. So when we do hop on board, we don't run into another issue.
Yeah. Okay. Screaming Skull Saloon says they also did it to Spike's Tactical, which is true.
Yeah, there's actually quite a bit of gun companies that were hit with this. So
Yeah. So now, we talked about all that when it went down. I think it's a terrible thing. I think it's activists, people running these corporations that are deciding to say to us they don't care what the laws are. They're not going to wait for the laws. In the case of the CEO of Shopify, which is a Canadian company. What do you guys think is the solution to this? I mean, do you want Congress or something to step in here? Do you think we should come up with our own solutions?
Come up with our own solutions. Congress will step in, but you still got these anti-gun people working for these companies. Oh, lost your receipt. Oh, made an error with your money. Oh, sorry, we'll take care of it in 30 to 60 days. Having a company that's pro-gun is probably what we want. We control the industry, not some anti-gun guy telling us that we can't have orange toy guns or some ridiculous thing like that.
Yeah, I think that's the truth, right, son? They can still shadow ban you.
yeah,
They're
they
in
could.
control of the
That's like
software.
shadow ban us, but what we're looking for is more of a protected class, making the Second Amendment a protected class. So then no one can actually kick you off anymore, and they can't. This would actually stop it if we pushed it through Congress and got it through. And it would probably, shadow banning wouldn't be there anymore like Facebook does or Google does. It would just, we'd actually be a protected class of the Second Amendment, and we'd have our rights to do this. So.
Okay, so I'm sensing that I think you just said that you're looking for us to be protected. For the Second Amendment itself to be a protected class. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys trying to do something specific about that, or you're just saying, hey, it would be a good thing if people looked at the Second Amendment as being a protected class?
Yeah, no, so we're definitely looking into getting it to the congressman and getting it out there. It's definitely going to need a lot of support from everyone to help us get there. But yeah, we're definitely going to be looking. We're looking into it, and we're trying to push for it. So.
Okay, so and my understanding of it is that if you talk to lawyers and you say, how come we can't sue when a company does this to us? They say, well, you're not in a protected class. They're not doing this to you because of your race or your religion or something else that would fall under protected class, like sexual orientation or something like that. Because you believe in the Second Amendment, because you're practicing the Second Amendment, because it's legal, does not mean that companies cannot discriminate against you. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. All right. Let's see how that goes. I think me personally, I'm not fighting against that. What I think is that we stand a better chance, like Trey was saying, by having our own things. Because I think that's it's a very difficult thing to get the government to look at those kind of things and do something about it. And who knows where that goes. And, that can go in a lot of bad places. I think the best thing for us personally is if we have people that we know that we could trust. I see people asking about the banking or how you guys do banking. Have you had any issues when it comes to banking?
Yeah, so we actually got cut off by the big banks when they did Operation Choke Point, where they made the firearms industry a high risk industry out of nowhere, and we got shut off quite often. So we're definitely working with Second Amendment companies now to do all our processing. But at what point do we have to keep doing this? Or they control a lot of the internet. So
Right. Yeah, it's a difficult thing. And what happens a lot of times, because of what we believe, we don't want the government to come in and fix everything, or we don't want more laws and all that kind of stuff. But this is kind of like, I think that a lot of these companies are getting to the point where they are kind of like utilities, right? I still think at the end of the day that they can shadow ban us, They can write the algorithms and all that kind of stuff around
They get
us.
money from us. They can fight us with their own money.
Yeah. So the best thing that we could do, although it's not easy, that it's still going to take time. We have to find ways to like have our own banking, have our own processing, have our own platforms for social media and things like that. I was talking about this yesterday. It's kind of, we have to look for ways to decentralize a lot of this stuff because it's centralized either into big corporations that tend to be run by people that are all about social justice, quote unquote, and or the government, which also tends to be run by people that are all about social justice. We kind of run into these issues all the time, and they don't care what the laws are or what the Constitution says, and then we have to fight for it. And as we see, like with the Supreme Court doesn't even really want to take up any big Second Amendment things right now. We Run Gun says, I like the utility argument for these platforms. So there you go. Okay. Now, you know what? Should we listen? We'll come back. We're going to come back and talk about some stuff that Franklin Armory makes. Let's jump into some other news stuff. Trey, do you have any other news things you wanted to get into?
No. Well, we talked about the South Nevada professor shooting himself in the.
Well, yeah. We didn't.
Trump.
Yeah,
Earlier
we actually
talked about that. I don't know, son, if you've seen that or not.
Yeah, I did see that today. That of course it's in southern Nevada, so
yeah.
what I call SoCal, east.
Yeah. So here, let me throw this up. I'm going to throw this up right now. I actually made a meme about this. I threw something up on. Let me see if I can find it because I threw something up on my social media about it because it was just so funny. So here's what I put up. I used the Nike's stupid just do it thing, and what my thing says, Nevada college professor shoots himself to protest President Trump. Just do it. So and here's the article, which has that same headline. Let me see. This particular one is from the Review Journal. Says report: Las Vegas professor shot himself in arm to protest Trump. A longtime College of Southern Nevada sociology. Wow, I'm so shocked. Professor is facing felony gun charges in connection with an on-campus shooting on the second day of classes. Mark J. Bird was charged last month with discharging a gun within a prohibited structure. You know what? You know what's interesting? How come the media didn't cover that? Anyone want to answer that? This was last month.
Didn't fit their agenda.
Yeah. How come the media didn't talk about it? So, yeah. So Mark J. Bird was charged last month with discharging a gun within a prohibited structure, carrying a concealed weapon without a permit, and possessing a dangerous weapon on school property. Court records show. Yeah, he was found bleeding from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to his arm about 8:15 a.m. on August 28th outside a bathroom in the Charleston Campus K building. Inside the bathroom, campus police found a $100 bill taped to a mirror along with a note that said, "For the janitor." Oh, my Lord. According to Bird's arrest report. So I think he was trying to commit suicide then. Right? I'm assuming if he left $100 to help the janitor clean it up.
Or somebody was playing around with his gun. I don't know. It's kind of, that whole thing's kind of weird.
Well, if he taped a message to the mirror saying "for the janitor," then he was thinking that he would not be able to take that out and give it to the janitor, right?
Well, why'd you shoot yourself in the hand, though? Or the arm or whatever?
Because he's an idiot.
Weird. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
Or maybe he knew he was going to jail, so.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't going to be the janitor.
Yeah, maybe not. On the floor of the restroom was a black and white .22 caliber pistol and one spent shell casing. Okay, the sociology professor was hired August 26, 1993. He obviously has tenure and was an emeritus faculty member at the time of the shooting, college spokesman Richard Lake said. Bird was not scheduled to teach any courses during the fall 2018 semester. Bird was employed with the college as of Tuesday, although Lake said it was not clear what disciplinary actions, if any, will be taken against him. Wow. Idiot.
He's going to jail. I think the last thing he's worried about is his job.
Yeah, idiot. He's an idiot. And anyone else that has the Trump derangement syndrome that wants to do this, hey, you know what, guys? Do it. Stupid is all hell, but you want to be idiots, go ahead. Be idiots and go shoot yourselves for no damn reason.
At least he didn't cut the cops off with 20K in his car.
Yeah. Yeah, John Dieter says he got PTSD from it. Yeah. So I don't know, man. This is really weird. This is like a crazy story, but I think the Trump derangement thing is real and it's just messing a lot of people up. And it's just, I'm always amazed. There's a lot of the country has Trump derangement syndrome. What can we do? What can we do to help them with this syndrome? I say give them more. Give them more. It's just like, when you catch your kid smoking cigarettes, you're like, oh, you want to smoke cigarettes? Okay, smoke. Yeah, smoke all of these. Or they want to drink. Oh, you want to drink? Okay, here it goes. Let them get a lot of it.
What was this guy trying to do? Somebody else says that.
He was it says he was trying to protest. He was trying to protest Trump, obviously.
I think there's other ways to protest Trump.
Yeah, Rob D says with a 22 LR, laugh out loud, he must have wanted to punish himself. Yeah. 22s can kill you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 22s can kill you. And if no one found him in that bathroom, he could potentially just bleed out. So that is a thing. I mean, in the arm, he probably would have been fine. And in all seriousness, people should not do these kind of things. Should really go ahead.
Yeah, shooting yourself is bad. We have to tell you that. You probably shouldn't have a gun.
Yeah. Richard Hughes says it's totally fine way to protest Trump.
Yes.
Yeah. I think all the people who have Trump derangement syndrome should volunteer for the Space Force.
Shot himself in the balls.
And we should just pack him into a rocket and launch him.
Yeah, but then he'll come back and crash on the planet.
Yeah. Or we can ship him off to like Venezuela. We can ship him off to Russia. We should definitely send some of these people off to Venezuela and let them see how things are over there. We Run Gun says if he hit his brachial artery, he could have died within 20 minutes. Yeah, Kiaski says new Trump protest challenge? ?
You need ice when you have both.
Yeah. Care Bear, I don't know if I should even say this one. Care Bear on the Holiday Row says he should have shot himself in the ball so he can't pollute the world with his spawn. I don't think he has any nuts.
Yeah.
And Richard Hughes gave us $2. He says, can we start a GoFundMe for this kind of protest? So
California tells NRA to stop selling insurance policies.
Yeah, that's I saw that one too. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I'm just looking at it right now. Oh, it's on the Chicago Sun-Times, so I can only realize it's biased.
Yeah. So let's see. Let's go to some. Let's see if there's some fun gun news out there. Let's see what we got here. There's a couple of new gun things that came out. CZ unveils a new Bren 2 battle rifle.
308.
Yep, 7.62 by 51s.
Yep, it's pretty sexy.
You like it?
No, I just only seen Mac shooting it. Was watching him handle it and stuff. It looked pretty nice. I like the Bren anyways. My friend has his in 5.56.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Yeah, I think that's cool. That's a good thing out there. I don't know if anyone here other than me into bullpups. Oh wow.
Well, I'm into bullpup.
Oh, there you go. Oh, awesome. Yeah, usually I have a panel of non-bullpup folk on here. So I did a video on this gun from SHOT Show. So FB Radom unveils MSBS bullpup line. So I actually there's a video that we have of this with the Radom, and it's a pretty good looking. Let me see if I could throw this up here so you guys can see it. I think it's a sexy bullpup, like we like the bullpups to be good looking. We don't want them. Some bullpups do tend to be ugly. I I must speak the truth. Some of them are pretty ugly. I know I have some ugly ones, but I still like them. So many of you will remember back when the MSBS first appeared at trade shows. It was available in both the national, the NRA, in the Nesh. What is this? Both in the traditional rifle configuration as a bullpup and as a bullpup. Okay, so while the MSBS 556 has been adopted by the Polish Armed Forces and has seen continued development, the bullpup variant appeared to have fallen by the wayside. So I guess at the International Defense Industry Exhibition, MSPO 2018 in Poland, according to Frag Out, the latest bullpup prototypes have been lightened and improved, with the weight reportedly decreasing from 8.93 pounds to 7.94 pounds.
That's not too bad.
So I don't know. I'm looking to see if they actually got approval to bring this to the US, which I don't see yet. But I think it's a good looking bullpup. I don't know what you guys think about that.
No, that's pretty nice. I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bullpups.
it's looking pretty good. I like it.
Yeah, bullpups always good news. Always good news when we get more bullpups out there. Son, are you guys making any bullpup triggers?
Not of right now. We are looking into them, but those are definitely going to be a little bit more trickier because of how they're all designed. Usually the safety's up front, so that's going to be tough to engineer something like that. So.
Okay, all right. And then there's a bunch of different ones. I'm hoping that you're working on something like the Tavor. I don't know. You probably can't discuss that.
Yeah, well, I don't know. We're looking at a few of them.
Okay. All right. Fine. I get it. Gotta ask. Okay. We gotta ask. Let's see if there's any other. Trying to see if there's any other things coming out here.
You're talking about Friday? What's going on Friday?
Oh, Friday we're gonna have. That's what we're doing. We're talking about the movie Heat on Friday.
Are you gonna play it on the show or just talking about the movie?
No, we're not. Yeah, we're not gonna play the movie, but everyone's got an assignment to watch that movie before Friday. So you have to go look at the movie and then write down what like what guns you liked in there, what you think about the gun stuff in there, all of that, and we'll have a big discussion about it.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. Red Bear says, "Bullpup, that's sexist. Where are the cow pups?" And then Flopping Garbage says, "Would a 50 BMG bullpup be a bulldog?" I don't know.
Bullpup.
Yeah.
1022.
Yeah. So let me see. I'm trying to see what other news I think there was some other news that I wanted to go to here from the Truth About Guns. Let's go through that. Okay, we hit on the college professor's crazy butt. So there you go. Let's see what other news we have going on here. Did you guys see this thing in Dallas where the police officer went into the wrong apartment and shot the guy?
I saw it, but I didn't finish reading all of it because.
No, I did not see that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're convicted, or they're trying her for manslaughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
He didn't obey my commands. Well, yeah, you're in his apartment. Of course he did.
Yeah.
And you weren't in uniform either.
Yeah, and also he probably was just waking up and had no freaking idea what was going on with you and him and his.
In my apartment.
Yeah. 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 I don't know what was going on there. I don't know if he locked. I don't know how this guy didn't lock his door. I guess it's possible. Are there still people in America that don't lock their doors?
Not in Dallas.
Yeah, it's a good question. Please, people, lock your doors. Okay.
Yeah. Or you get shot by your neighbor.
Yeah, that's not fun. Not fun. So obviously the hurricane. I think we talked about that a little bit. This hurricane is gonna track south a little. So we've got to be. It's not coming back towards Florida, but it is going a little south.
I'm
that's
always
what
prepared every year for hurricanes. I do very specific things. Get ready.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. Son, he's out there in Nevada/California. Son, have you ever heard of a hurricane? Have you ever seen hurricanes? Ever experienced one?
I've experienced them on the Pacific coast, but they're called typhoons.
Okay.
Same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm actually gonna be out in Florida this weekend, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, Florida's not really going to be hit. I don't know. We might get some rain, right, Trey?
Yeah, it'll drag a little bit of rain in, but nothing bad, nothing too bad. Where are you going to be at, son?
Jacksonville.
Okay, don't go play
Yeah.
no football games there.
Yeah. Yeah.
No
So
Madden
let's
for you.
talk a little bit, Trey, about what you said. You've been through a lot of hurricanes. What do you do to prepare for hurricanes?
Well, I always turn my freezers all the way down, my fridges all the way down, try to get them as cold as possible. I fill the bathtub full of water and the sinks full of water, pretty standard stuff like that. But I always got about 80 gallons worth of gas in cans on the back porch with my generator. Because, losing your fridge and all that stuff, if you can just keep your fridge running, I'm not saying you got to keep your AC going, but always keep my fridges up, and I can do that. Always get a lot of dry goods and canned food, too, to keep on hand in case I'm, if I'm hungry or not. Another weird thing is Waffle House, or not Waffle House, shoot. What's the place with the yellow structure?
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't really go in there.
They're always open.
Pancake
The only
House,
time they shut down is right before the hurricane hits, and then they open immediately afterwards because apparently a lot of emergency evac guys come in and eat there. So you want to be familiar with those places are at too. Places that'll be open during the hurricane or after or during the hurricane. Last year, we got our power was knocked out for 3 weeks. I was fine with 80 gallons of gas. I ran the whole time. Never ran out of gas, but I had to do work at Disney, or not Disney, but down in the Orlando area. There was no place to get food down there, period. All the tourists, the lines were 2 hours long just to get in some restaurants. Dunkin' Donuts was 3.5 hours long just for me to get a 12-pack of donuts. So having food on hand, being prepared for this stuff is pretty important because you don't want to be the guy looking for gas, looking for food after the hurricane. I can promise you that.
Yeah, you want to fill up your tanks, your cars with gas before that. And if you have any other things like for your generators and stuff like that, before all these things happen, you want to have water and you want to have canned goods and things that you can eat when there's no electricity. You want to have all the batteries and everything you need when everyone else is pretty much panicking. Huh?
We live in Florida. We're underwater. Remember that. Well, you're not too bad, Hank. You're where you're at.
Yeah.
I live near.
Yeah. What's your, how high above sea level are you guys?
I think I'm like 25 feet. I don't even think I'm.
That's not terrible though. That's not terrible.
We got a lake that'll overflow, and then it'll overflow the pond. So I have sandbags at the garage and the front door, stuff like that.
Okay.
Hunting for sandbags when the hurricane's blowing in at Lowe's is not really a good idea. I just take the sandbags, put them on a pallet in my garage, and leave them there. Next year, storm comes in, I'm ready to go. A lot of this stuff's already prepared except for the gas. And then after hurricane season, I just put it back in my vehicle and burn it off. And then the start of hurricane season, take all my gas cans in and fill them up, put them on the back porch. I've done the same thing every year because sitting in a 3-hour line just to get gas and then they don't have any really sucks.
Yeah. And, I think if you're trying to do things right now, and you haven't done anything already, you're better off just getting the hell out of there. I think. Yeah. Get out. Son, do you have any advice? I don't know when's the last time you went through a typhoon.
Or earthquake.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you guys get earthquakes?
Yeah, we have earthquakes. I think the largest one we've had was a 4 out here.
Watchdogs.
Huh?
Waffle House. Yeah, Watchdogs talking about National Hurricane Center actually calls the Waffle House Index. They can determine the effect of the hurricane by how many Waffle Houses are still reopened. And that's true. And they are constantly open. Knowing where this Waffle House is important.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Someone wants to know if that's the Titanic in the bottom of your tank there. Can't be. No way. They can't.
Bismarck.
The Bismarck?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't see, what's the name of that? What's the name of the guy that was like, I'm on top of the world?
That's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, I don't see Leonardo DiCaprio floating around in there.
No, the fish ate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, cash. Having cash on hand's important. I load a gun, have my guns ready, everything. I mean, I'm ready. You never know. You just generators and gas are high targets. They see my generator running, and I'm not paying attention. Next thing, it's gone. They steal my gas too. Be surprised. People are pretty
Yeah.
ballsy during the hurricanes.
Yeah.
I was reading a thing during Katrina, they stole the hospital generator, and people died because of it while it was still running at the hospital.
I
So
believe
that's
it.
pretty impressive.
Awesome generator.
Yeah, those are pretty big. Those are usually diesel, and they're huge. They're like,
They're like the size of a house.
yeah.
Yeah, they're massive, but that happened during Katrina. Look it up; it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, they probably also designed them to be easy to move, and someone knew exactly how to do that, and they were like, "Oh, I'm taking this thing."
The person that installed it.
Yeah, someone with a really heavy-duty pickup truck, which is going to take more than that.
Like
Yeah.
60 guys picking it up.
Yeah, it would take a tractor trailer to get that bad boy going. Okay. All right. So, son, I don't know. Do you have any advice here?
No, I don't have much advice. Maybe a raft. Do you guys carry rafts?
Move to Nevada.
A raft.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
You know, feet up.
Yeah, my emergency preparation for, and I do other things. I'm just joking around. But I moved to some place that was like as high as I can get in Florida. Well, I think there's higher than where I'm at, but I think we're somewhere like 60 to 70 feet above sea level. That helps. That helps a lot with the flooding. So I say have radios. You know, two-way radios are always good. People think that they'll be able to use their phones, or all they have to do is have backup batteries to charge their phones. But when the electricity goes out, the phone systems shut down after a certain amount of time. They run on batteries, but it doesn't last long. And when everyone's using it, it runs out faster.
You know, and when I was in Houston, their phone system was still operational. Their cell towers were still up. They were keeping them up for us, emergency response. The only problem we ran into a lot of times was exactly what you said. I don't have a battery. My battery ran dead. And then we were having to go to people's houses to do a wellness check on them because their dad or somebody or their son was calling their dad, and he's 80 years old and he's not answering. And that was very common. I ran this while I was out there.
Now we can see. I can see myself in the reflection in your aquarium. All right, let's see what's going on here.
Solar powered backpack.
Oh, okay. Solar powered backpack. Very cool.
And I got a big old battery in it. I run that with all my gear. Not to mention if my truck was running, I'd plug everything in. I took 2 extra chargeable batteries. But something that stupid, something that simple. I mean, solar powered cells, those rechargeable ones, they're not that expensive. Mine's a 20,000 AMU battery, can run a computer. And I got that exactly for what I'm dealing with. When I go into bad stress areas and I need I need some kind of a transmitting device, at least I can still power all my gear. I mean, we are codependent now on electricity, as terrible as that sounds. When I was a kid, there was no cell phones. You had a landline. Hurricane blew in. As long as it didn't blow the landline out, we were still good. It's not how it is now.
Yeah. Watchdog says he's a Houston resident. Cell phones worked all the way through Harvey, but sometimes the system got overwhelmed. Okay, I guess it depends where you are. I've seen the cell phones stop working.
Watchdog, we actually ran off a app that ran off the internet, and we used that for comms, which we could lock it. You had to have a password because it was encrypted, so only my group could talk amongst ourselves. No one could interject into it, so it worked really well. Trying to remember what that app was called.
Yeah, and somebody wants to know, how heavy is that backpack tray?
It's nothing, like maybe 2 pounds. It hardly weighs anything. Okay. It's not very heavy at all.
All right, cool. All right, so listen. Okay, do you guys want to go? Let's go into some goring. Let's show the people some guns. Let's do that, unless you guys have some other things that you want to talk about. Son, do you have some guns over there? I hope so, man, because you're in the office. or the whatever you guys call it, the factory. Better grab some guns out of there.
So I got this 6.5 Creedmoor here, and I bring out to shows, and other places.
Okay, and then this is a rifle that Franklin Armory makes?
Yep. So we make this rifle that comes in. You have the billet upper and lower. You can get it in 6.5 Creedmoor. You can get it in 6mm Creedmoor, and you can get it in 308. It comes with the PRS stock.
Okay, very cool. What are we looking at? What are we looking at price wise on that?
It's around 2,000.
Okay.
To 3,000, depending on what you want on it. We also make a 14.5-inch version of this pin and welded.
Okay. I think Crackbot wants to know what app that was, Trey. And the pants says me so gorny. Len Holt wants to know how heavy that gun is.
It don't look too heavy. He's wielding it with one hand. What's about 8 pounds or less?
It's probably up there. It's probably up to 8-9 pounds right now. So,
that's about standard. So it's not,
Yeah. How long is the? How long? Go ahead. Did you hear that question?
No, I didn't.
Gas or direct impingement?
Direct impingement.
Okay. How long is the barrel?
This is a 20-inch barrel.
Okay. And then someone wants to know if you work
left-hander.
What was it?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the way the camera is, but
yeah. Are you left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed.
Okay.
For some reason, it's reversed. I don't know why the picture's reversed.
That's weird. It does look reversed. I don't know.
I think it looks to me like even your Franklin Armory thing is reversed. You can flip it though.
Because on my camera it looks.
Yeah, that's how it looks in the setup here. It looks reversed, but it shows you the right way. So, I don't know. I don't know if you guys are seeing. I'm seeing your Franklin Armory thing reversed. So it's gonna look. It needs to look reversed to you so that it looks normal to us. If that makes any sense. It's kind of like
Watchdog. They also make a unit that is rechargeable that links to satellites that you can use your regular cell phone to talk on via texting off of like a sat phone portable unit. So if you're interested in that too, I'll send you the information on that.
Okay. So I'm going to go to something real quick. So I don't have. So this is a lower here, and this is my Defiance lower. If you guys could see it, I've sent the upper off. So we're going to be doing something to that. But in there is the binary trigger, the flat. So you guys are making these flat binary triggers, right, son? I think they're popular.
Yeah, they're pretty popular.
Yeah.
I like them.
So yeah, easier to slap that trigger. So there you go. All right. So there goes. What Gorn do you have, Trey?
What's that?
What you got?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, people are saying your camera is coming across to them reversed. So to you, it's going to look reversed. You don't want it to look the right way to you. So you want it to look reversed to you so that people see it the right way, if that makes any sense.
All right, let's see if I can flip this around.
Yeah. Let's see. Trey went to get some stuff. What else do you have over there? Should we open up this Osprey? Do you have a gun that you guys have built with this Osprey kit?
I don't have a gun with me that we have with that Osprey kit, but
all right. Now, I think I need to cut this down the middle to open this thing, right?
Yep, correct.
Okay, so let me cut into this here and see what's in it. So, if anyone wants to know what knife, this is a OKC Rat 5. That's what I'm going to use to open this right there. The OKC Rat 5. Look at that. That's a knife. Actually like that. It's a pretty cool knife. All right. Let's see. Let's cut into this bad boy. So what can you tell us about this? What's going on with Osprey Defense? When did you guys buy this? All that kind of stuff. What's the deal with this?
Bought it, around 6 months ago.
Okay.
We've been actually using the Osprey piston kit inside our 17 series rifles.
Okay.
So it's actually a piston-driven rimfire. It's actually the world's first piston-driven rimfire. We've been using those piston kits for them. They decided they wanted to sell the business, so we decided that we're going to buy it. And now we're running the Osprey piston kits in our guns.
Okay, cool. All right, so once you cut that open, it looks like it's relatively easy to open up here. Boom, there you go. So let me see, let me take this out. And that's what's on the inside, along with some instructions in here. Let me take the instructions out. There you go. So these are out already? Are these already for sale?
So yeah, those are for sale. Those are on our website at ospreydefense.com.
Okay, a separate website.
Yep,
Okay.
separate website.
Yep, so there you go. Ops 416, announcing the Osprey Defense Ops 416 gas piston conversion system. So that's what we're looking at. This is a gas piston conversion system. What makes this different from other gas piston conversion systems that are out there? And while I'm doing that, I'll show you guys there's some instructions in here for this. So go ahead.
The beauty about this piston-driven system is it's a self-regulating system, so you can actually throw on and take off the suppressor without changing any of the gas settings.
Okay, so yeah, you don't need to adjust anything. Screw it down one time, flip it to the left, flip it to the right. So if you don't have a suppressor, you can shoot it, and then you put on a suppressor. You don't need to change anything, right?
Yep, and you just keep shooting it.
All right, awesome. Okay, and what kind of, can we put this on a pistol?
So yeah, you can put it on a pistol. Yeah, you can put it on an SBR.
Oh, you can? I thought there was like a specific, I thought there was like a length or something like that.
Yeah, so with the piston kit you have, we only have them in carbine length, so you do have to make sure your barrel's in carbine length in order to run it.
Okay, so the barrel has to be carbine length.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So that will be a long ass pistol. So, and it comes with a handguard. Why is that? Why the handguard?
That's just the standard handguard that we give everyone.
Okay.
It does need a certain special handguard to work with it.
Okay, so it's for clearances or something, right?
Yeah, the clearances. So Magpul furniture ones will work. There are certain free float handguards that will also work.
Okay. Okay, and then you guys give one, so if anyone's building it up and they want to be able to do that, that's what's going on here. Let me show what else is in there. So it comes with a bolt. Right?
Yep.
There's your bolt. Yeah, obviously you're doing the piston thing. And then here's the piston and the parts. Let me see. Open that up. How's the installation on this? I haven't installed it or anything yet. There's kind of like the piston part of it right there.
Yeah, so it's as easy as putting together pretty much a direct impingement. You put it in,
right.
It's right onto the direct impingement gas block.
Okay, and I understand that something about this design is what makes it that you don't have to adjust anything, right? It's like self-adjusting.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right, cool. So there's here's the other piston part here. Are you into piston guns, Trey?
Yes, I love piston guns.
Okay. Okay.
I've heard they hold up better. They keep your gun cleaner. They definitely extend the life of the barrel. They do a lot of stuff for the gun.
Yeah, I mean they tend to be a little heavier, but I find that you can
not
run
enough to make a difference.
Yeah, yes, I'm a fan myself.
Other guys, oh, it makes it heavier. What, 3 ounces? Get out of here.
Yeah, be a man. Be a man.
Yep, be a man.
Someone's gonna say no. I want the gun to be lighter. I get it.
Not at the expense of the gun malfunctioning.
Yeah, listen. People can do what they want to do. You want like super light. I have some guns that are light.
Let me see the piston again. Hold the piston up. You just held it up earlier.
Yeah, right there. Looks a lot like a muffler.
Nice.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
Looks a lot like it's kind of got this muffler design going there, and that's the action. So we're gonna put one of these together, and I'll see. I know you guys have someone over there that this is his like particular thing that he's into, right, son?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Just remind me of who that is again.
His name's Sandy. He runs the whole show.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe once we put this together, we can get Sandy to come on here, and if people have questions and things like that. So let's see if anyone has any questions on it right now. Screaming Skull Saloon says my Steyr AUG is great. Okay. Okay. Razor JB says cleaner when running suppressed. Excuse me. 416. Kioski says I've never had a piston AR, but I've wanted to convert one. So this would be able to do that.
I've done a lot of testing on those pistons. We ran a beta drum through my machine gun, and then you can pull the bolt out and hold it. It's not hot. All the gas goes out the front on the piston. I swam out in the lake and was shooting out of the lake, and I jammed the gun. Jam occasionally because of the water. It wasn't because the piston failed. The pistons work. They're tough.
So what do we know about this, son? Is this like a mid? Is this like I think there's different lengths and stroke, right, on the pistons?
Yeah. So there's a mid length, there's a carbine length, and there's a rifle length that we have for sale.
Okay. And this one's carbine length?
Yeah, that one's the carbine length.
Okay.
There are different kits that you choose from?
Yeah, different kits that you can choose from for each length of system that you need.
Okay. So right now, do you guys have all those different lengths available, or just the carbine one is available now?
As of right now, just the carbine one's available.
Okay, cool. And what's the price on it?
I believe we're running a sale price on it right now. I don't remember the sale price.
Okay. Yeah, we'll make sure you ask for the Hank Strange discount. What is it?
$299.99 is the sale.
$299.99. Okay,
that's actually pretty cheap. That's pretty.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah. So let's see. Razor JB wants to know if Osprey Armament and Osprey Defense are the same.
No, they're two different
companies. Okay, and this one is Osprey. What?
Defense.
Osprey Defense. So there you go. This is Osprey Defense. Now belongs to now under the umbrella, I should say, maybe, right? Franklin Armory.
Yep.
So there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in something. Obviously, you're saying I could put it in a pistol as long as it's carbine length. That's funny. But yeah, we'll put this in a gun. We'll test it. We'll see how easy it is. Put it through its paces and all that kind of stuff. Let's see what else we have. Jason Scherer wants to know how much this piston conversion costs. We just went through that. It's $299. And Me Too on Tube wants to know if there's any AK binary trigger news. So we did touch on that. Do you want to go over that again, son?
Yeah, right now don't have any new news for it, but definitely something that we're looking into. So
yeah, and I see someone asked if these are available on BDU. I don't know if you're aware of whether or not they're available on BDU. I don't know if you're aware of what BDU is, son.
I'm not aware of what BDU is.
Okay, Big Daddy Unlimited.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, Big Daddy Unlimited is you pay a monthly fee, and then you have access to the dealer price for gun stuff, like if you were a dealer yourself. So, or what your dealer, if you have a dealer or a gun store that you go to, that's what it is. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. We would have to look into it and see whether or not it's on BDU. I'm not sure right now, and I don't have it pulled up in front of me. So there are a lot of different things. So are these available by distributors or only from your website, son? Do you know?
So yeah, there's a few distributors carrying them. I know that they're in stock right now at Barnauls.
Okay. All right. So yeah, it may be. It's possible that it could be available on BDU. If someone's on there right now, you can go look it up. Then I would appreciate it, because I'm kind of juggling a bunch of different things. I don't know if Lola can hear me or not, and then she can go pull that up and look in there. But we don't know, or I'll look into it a little bit later and let you guys know. But BDU is like 99 cents for the first month. And then after the first month, it's $9.99, and you can buy things at basically dealer cost on there. So if you shoot a lot of ammo, buy a bunch of guns, you'll save a crap ton of money. So Razor JB says that one purchase on BDU saved him 5 months of payment. There you go.
Nice.
Sounds like a good
Yeah.
saving.
Yeah. If someone does look this up on BDU, let me know if it's there. It's the OPS 416. Let me know if it's on there. I don't have it pulled up on my computer here yet. I don't know if I might not have the code and everything over here on this new thing to pull it up. So Armament and Access says, with that design, how hot does the handguard get under rapid fire? Or if going with a free float with M-lock slots, have to keep hands away from expelling gas.
Yeah, I mean, you can't put your hand near the gas port, of course, but I haven't had any problems with mine.
Yeah, I haven't had any issues with it. You do feel a little bit of gas there. But
Yeah, now the gas block, if you're running full auto, will start to glow.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, you have to be, I mean, something like that. You have to be really rolling
with a piston. Yeah.
Yep. The upper and the bolt won't be hardly hot at all. You can hold them in your hand. It's crazy. Like,
okay. Yeah, people want to know how many Walther bucks. Like I'm saying, let me see if I could sign in here right now. You guys are gonna have to talk amongst yourselves while I try to look this up. Let's see. Is there any other new stuff? Any other questions that people have here? Any other Gorn you guys have to show while I'm looking this up? No, silence.
I can show something, but I was gonna let Son, if he has more product he'd like to talk about, something new maybe coming
out. New. Let me think. What can I show?
Everything, all of it.
Don't really have anything new.
You're looking up at a wall of guns, so I know you got something hanging up there.
Do I got anything new around here? I don't have anything new to really show.
Franklin Armory. I do see that Franklin Armory has stuff on Big Daddy Unlimited, but I don't necessarily see the piston kit. So I do see some things from there. Like I see a rifle there that you can save yourself over 4 Walther bucks. So yeah, just FYI for people out there. So I don't know. It may take some time for these to actually get on there. They may not be on there yet, or maybe I just didn't put in the right search term. So there you go. Oh, people say they want swag. Son, what swag do you have going on over here? What swag do you have?
I got the swag right here.
Yeah.
We can give one away.
What do you have? What do you have? Boom. What is that? Uh-oh. A trigger, Matt. Okay, that's cool. All right. So what we were doing at the top of the show, we were saying that people who are interested. How many of these do you have, son? How many can you give away?
People.
Huh?
I have 5 for people.
You got 5. Okay. So if anyone out there who is on Instagram, we'll give away 2 of these on Instagram. Let's do it that way. Okay, so go to Instagram right now, look up Franklin Armory. There's a video that Franklin Armory reposted of me. I'll show you the video right here of me shooting the B&T trigger, okay, or the binary trigger on the B&T, the BFS3 for B&T. Go on that video, like that video, comment on that, put a funny comment in there. And before we end the show, before we go off air, we'll have Son go through all the comments on there and pick one, and we'll give away 2 of those mats to people. And then the same thing goes. Let me go look on Facebook and see where you guys have that on Facebook. I'm going to search. You said it was up on Facebook, right? Let me see. Franklin. Yeah, Franklin Armory. Let's go up on the Facebooks there. And it shouldn't be too far down. You should see it. So same thing. There's a video. Actually, you know what? There's the same video on Franklin Armory of me shooting the gun. Go on there, comment on that video, and we'll give away 2 from those comments as well. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you comment on it and say something. We'll make Son do some work, and go in there and pick someone out. I see Safety Harbor Firearms. Walter is in the chat. Shout out to Walter. Walter, the pants says will work for patches. There you go. Walter says he's not at home. Okay, so and then we've got 5 of these. So one of these we should give away here. So in here, I want people to put in the comment. We'll give one away at least to someone here. Whoever comes up with the funniest comment and then puts hashtag Franklin Armory in there. How about that, son? Is that good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So there you go. So put in a funny comment in there. I don't know if is that all the swag you got? You know, you can. I'm gonna be pushy. I'm a little bit pushy. I think you know that. You know that about me already. Razor JB says Walter's at Hooters. I believe that.
They're both saying it. Original one too over there.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's saying that. Armament and Axe is saying, Walter, are you at Hooters? Walter says no Hooters today. Lies. I don't know if I believe Walter. Walter pretty much owns that Hooters. Safety Harbor right there. So, okay, you guys have some time to go to Instagram, go to Facebook, and then also in here, let's see who puts in a, let's say who puts in a funny comment in here. Razor JB says Reformation, hashtag Franklin Armory. Let's see who else. I know Razor JB likes that Reformation. I know he's just giving you guys a hard time. I'm pretty sure he likes the idea of that, you know. I'm teasing him. He's a good guy. Okay, let's see. So we'll come back to that here in a second, and we'll talk about that. I'm trying to look around and see what else I have going here, going wise. Have you heard of the ATI minis? I don't know. Either one of you guys could chime in on that. Have you heard of ATI minis?
The shotgun shells?
No. So the company ATI right here, they sponsor me, ATI Outdoors. Okay, they make these things called minis.
No,
So-
okay, yeah. I've
pretty
seen them.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is an AR-15. You can assemble it. Comes in a nice little box. You can assemble it. Check it out. Look, you can eject the magazine, press the button. The magazine comes out. It's got little bullets in it and all that. You can pull the charging handle. See that? Charging handle?
That is sweet.
Yeah. The stock moves. So these are called the ATI minis, and there's an AR, and then there's also an AK-47, which I don't know. I think I have that somewhere around here, but coming out soon. And I think you can pre-order this on Big Daddy. Boom!
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
That is sweet.
Do you have a trigger for this, son? Do you make a trigger for the for the Barrett?
You know, I've been looking at that Barrett, and it kind of looks like it's an AR trigger.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. So there you go. So the next ATI mini is basically, it's called the 50 cal, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna come in the box like this. There you go, and then you put it together, and you'll get that. So that's some Gorn that I'm showing off right there. It's pretty cool. We actually had Mike from ATI on here, and I think at that time we found out, and Lola put it in the description or something. There is a way to pre-order those on Big Daddy Unlimited. So I see lots of comments going up there. Let's see, we got a bunch of comments. Let me go through. Son, are you keeping an eye on Instagram and Facebook?
Yep.
As well? Okay. Maybe we'll go easy on you. We'll let Trey pick the comment from the chat. So Trey, you can go through and look for all the comments. Scrolling back, you got to look for the ones that say hashtag Franklin. Well, I see Franklin Arms and Franklin Armory. So anything along those lines that says that.
For that.
Huh?
I'm not sure. Let me go back through because I've been reading all of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just got to pick one. You can read some, but find the one that you think is the funniest, and then we'll pick one of those out of there. From there. And then, son, you need to check in on Instagram as well as I see there's a bunch of comments.
Yeah, there's some pretty good ones. I'm like, I hate. Oh, let me look at one more.
Okay, hold on. You just look right now. We'll let Son pick one from Instagram because we told people about the Instagram thing at the top of the show. I see there's a bunch of comments there on Instagram. So
Let's see.
yeah, a bunch of different. Okay, you can tell all the crazy comments are coming from people watching this show. Just so you know, this is how my people get down. So there's definitely, I see there's some crazy comments in there. Lola, I see Lola put in hashtag buzzy blah blah blah, but Lola doesn't qualify.
What about Aries Farms training? That's pretty funny.
Um,
I'm joking.
yeah, I see you put one in there also. So just go through there, Son, and there's two. You get to pick two people out of there. And I saw the comments. I don't know how many. It definitely jumped up. I saw that. There's a jump up in comments from there. So
Richard, look at Richard Hughes. I think that one's pretty funny.
okay. Yeah, okay, but keep going through. Make sure you find some other ones. We've given Richard some stuff lately. We got to spread the love out, Trey. We got to spread the love out. So let's see who else is in there that hasn't won anything lately in this chat, because I know not everyone wants to go on Facebook or Instagram. So I want to make sure to give someone here. All right. So, Son, have you found one? Have you found one?
Found one on Instagram.
Okay. Which one is it? What's the comment? Who's it from?
Were they supposed to comment on the Instagram?
Huh? What?
So, I got a Little Weird Shop.
Little Weird Shop. Okay, hold on. What was the okay.
The comment is Mr. T shooting.
Okay. I thought so. You want to give them one of the mats?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, okay, now you got to pick another one on there. Go down. Let's see. Well, go ahead. Pick another one in there that you see that's commented, that just commented here. And try to find one that says hashtag Franklin Armory or at Franklin Armory or something like that.
Yeah, we got DM Jasky. I don't know how to say.
Where do you see this down at the bottom? Oh,
Yeah.
DM Jashik. Okay. Do you want to choose that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Says hashtag Franklin Armory, a mat soft enough to smooth a lefty's butt. All right, cool. Congratulations. So you get a mat from, okay. So I'll comment on this. You got to send these people their mats, Son.
All right.
All right, so cool. Now let's flip over to Facebook and do it. Let's do it over there on Facebook before we get out of here. Don't go anywhere yet, people. Everyone who's in here right now, make sure you're hitting the thumbs ups. We're giving away stuff, so don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Okay, you want to pick out one from the comments on Facebook. Let's see. I'm trying to get my Facebook to scroll. Okay. Let's see. So the same thing, go into that same video on Facebook and look at the comments. And I see there's a couple of comments there. So it's up to you. So you can pick two people from Facebook.
All right.
I see. You want me to help you out? Okay, Daryl Green. He says swag is good. How about that?
Yeah, go to Daryl Green.
Okay. So, and then do you want to pick the other one? Let's see. Which comment do you want to pick out of there, Son?
Let's go with Justin.
Okay, so Justin Eldry, you also win a mat. There you go. Awesome. Congratulations to all those people. By the way, everyone winning something here, you need to make sure that your email address is registered on hankstrange.tv. So that's how I'm going to confirm all this stuff with Son. You know, Son's going to check with me. Okay. He's going to mail this stuff out, but he's going to check with me and make sure that you registered your email address with hankstrange.tv. That's like the one rule that we have around here, that everyone's got to be up on that so we can communicate with you, let you know different things that are going on with us. So make sure you do that. Okay. And all right, Trey, it's on you, my friend. It's on you.
Oh, it's
Who have you chosen out there? There's lots of them. I know it's tough.
we don't need no stinking anything. I know they're all pretty good, actually.
Mm-hmm. And we'll do this again. You know, we'll do other stuff. You know, right now I'm in negotiations. Can I talk about that, Son? I'm in negotiation with Son for Franklin Armory and Osprey to sponsor our podcast. If I can't let that out the bag, Son, I'm sorry. It's too late.
No, you can let that out.
So, you know, if we get them, which I think we're pretty much there, we're going to get them to come on board and help support us doing the podcast here. We will have some more giveaways and things like that. So I know Trey has to pick one person, and he probably loves all you guys that come on here. So Flopping Garbage says, oh my God, I won. So there you go. Congratulations. So Trey, you got to pick someone in here. I'm trying to pick someone who hasn't won something already, so we can like spread everything out to people in here. So
it's a toss up between Archangel and Flopping Garbage. They're both pretty funny.
Flopping Garbage says that they won something already, unless you told them.
Won something? Well, then it'll be Archangel then.
Okay. All right. So there you go. The Archangel.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. All right. There you go. And what was the comment?
Franklin Army is the stripper of brass poles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, cool. So congratulations to everyone. Like I said, you need to make sure you go to hankstrange.tv and enter your email address there. Send us an email. Remind us that you won something. We'll get in touch with Son and we'll tell him, okay, go, you know, once we confirm it, then he'll go look at the wherever you posted something or wherever I replied back to you. And you know, and we'll take care of you that way. I think we've gone over the 9 o'clock hour. We should probably wind it down. It's been good. So okay, let's go into Trey first and let Trey tell us what's going on. Trey, don't forget about the toy thing. Trey, don't forget about that.
Boy Drive, September 22nd at Aries Farms Training in Leesburg. Instagram is Aries Bottom Score Farms Bottom Score Training, or Facebook at Aries Farms Training. Come out to our event, help support children. There are people in the world that need our help. We do food. If you bring cash, we do food. If you bring unopened toys, not used toys, please, we will donate to the children locally around here and elsewhere. So please come out, shoot, and got a bunch of military vehicles. Walter will be there with some of his stuff. He'll let you shoot for. If you bring toys, we'll take good care of you. I promise it'll be a lot of fun. And of course, Hank will be there.
Yes, absolutely. I'll come through, hang out with folks. You know, please, these guys are trying to put together something to help get the kids some toys. Is this for Christmas?
Yes, that's correct. And if you do the cash, it'll be like Thanksgiving turkeys and dinners and stuff. We'll donate to. I go to the local schools. I have friends at schools, and I just ask them, hey, which family's tight on money, doesn't have a lot of money, and they go, you know, John Smith over there or whoever it is. Okay, so we donate to them turkeys, dressing, you know, anything they will need for Thanksgiving. Basically, they get a whole free dinner.
Okay, awesome. So I think it's a good cause. We'll talk about it more. We'll get Trey back on to talk about it. And of course, you know, Son, thanks a lot for coming on, man. Letting us harass you for 2 hours.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, no, it's been cool. What do you want the folks out there to know? How can they follow you guys on social media or get in touch with you if people have more questions?
Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact us through Facebook or please email us at info@Franklin Armory and just give us a phone call. we're always open.
Okay, absolutely. Very cool. All right. So, you know what? I want to thank everyone that does sponsor us right now. ATI Outdoors, Safety Harbor Firearms, these dudes right here from Fort Scott Munitions.
Fort Scott.
Absolutely. You know, we cannot forget those guys. And then, of course, Andrew's Custom Leather. I'm looking around for Andrew's Custom Leather thing, which
Thanks,
is not.
Hank, for getting me hooked on all those custom leather grips and holsters and everything else. And I'm like, I was looking at stuff. That stuff's pretty sweet. The guy is a talent. He's talented. He makes some amazing stuff.
Yes, and he's a very cool guy as well, by the way. So, and we've got a Q&A video out with him, and we've got a few how it's made videos coming up with him. So, and thanks for everyone that supports us on Patreon with Patreon/Hank Strange. Of course, thanks to you, Trey, for coming out here. Trey from Aries Firearms Training, and my friend Son from Franklin Armory. Shout out to everyone there at the Franklin Armory. You know, what are we calling that place? What is it? The bunker, factory, silo.
Factory. We'll go with the fact.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to all those guys. They were very nice to me when I was out there. I really do like that part of America. Very nice place out there. All right, and we're gonna come back tomorrow. I have no idea who's coming on tomorrow. I have to let you guys know tomorrow during the day. I have no clue, but we will be back. Thanks to everyone once again. Thanks to everyone. Congratulations. If you won, go to hankstrange.tv. We are out of here, guys. Peace.
Peace.